Love the Eagles as much as we do? Then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. Derrick Henry's shocking decision to align himself with the Philadelphia Eagles has sent tremors across the NFC, and whispers in locker rooms and sports bars alike are growing louder by the hour. For weeks, insiders hinted at the running back's dissatisfaction with his former team, but no one truly anticipated a move of this magnitude. Fans and analysts alike are debating endlessly whether this transfer signals a new era of dominance or a gamble that could backfire spectacularly. The very mention of Henry's name now conjures visions of a bruising, unstoppable force barreling through defensive lines, and the speculation is relentless. Some claim this is a strategic masterstroke by the Eagles' front office, designed to shake opponents to their core, while others mutter about locker room chemistry and whether Henry can truly adapt to a team that already thrives on a balanced offense. The narrative is thick with conjecture, and every corner of the NFL universe seems to be tuning in, imagining the collisions, the broken tackles, and the sheer physicality that Henry brings with him. Analysts argue endlessly about how this could impact divisional standings, playoff predictions, and even the mental state of rival quarterbacks. Every sports pundit is speculating about the implications of Henry joining a roster already brimming with talent, imagining what it means for play calling and red zone strategies. Conversations in press rooms and on social media are filled with hypothetical matchups, broken down in excruciating detail by experts eager to dissect every inch of potential field impact. The debate isn't just about statistics or historical performance. It's about the aura of intimidation Henry carries. Some insiders whisper that defenders across the league are already altering their off-season training regimens, focusing more on endurance and brute strength in preparation for encounters with one of the most physically imposing running backs of this generation. Meanwhile, fans of the Eagles are awash with anticipation and a sense of inevitability, imagining their offense becoming a juggernaut that opponents may struggle to contain. Rumors swirl around potential changes in offensive schemes, with speculation that the coaching staff might pivot toward heavier, more aggressive formations to maximize Henry's punishing style. The intrigue only deepens as analysts consider how defensive coordinators might attempt to counteract what could become a nightmare scenario, while sports talk shows fuel the frenzy with endless hypothetical highlight reels. In locker rooms and training facilities from coast to coast, whispers of Derrick Henry's decision are creating an almost tangible tension. Players, coaches, and staff members are said to be reading tea leaves in every workout, wondering how to prepare for encounters that now carry an aura of menace. Rumors suggest that opposing teams are already contemplating unconventional tactics, stacking boxes and altering defensive fronts in ways they never would have imagined a week ago. The notion that one player could inspire this level of strategic recalibration is a testament not only to Henry's physical abilities, but also to the psychological impact he exerts simply by stepping onto the field. Analysts speculate endlessly about the ripple effects across the NFC, imagining quarterbacks hesitating for crucial fractions of a second, which could spell disaster against an already potent rushing threat. Meanwhile, casual fans are enthralled by the idea of witnessing a new era of gridiron power, and social media threads are erupting with imaginative, what-if scenarios that fuel endless debate. Even merchandise sales are rumored to be skyrocketing, with fans eager to show allegiance to a team now synonymous with sheer running dominance. The whispers extend beyond the confines of the playing field into boardrooms and strategy meetings, where executives are said to be reassessing entire approaches to player acquisition and salary caps. Conversations over conference calls reportedly revolve around one central question. Can any team realistically contain Derrick Henry's power once it is unleashed within a system designed to exploit every inch of the line? Rumors indicate that scouts are revisiting old footage, attempting to decipher subtle tendencies that might offer a clue on how to defend against the looming threat. Meanwhile, fans and commentators alike debate endlessly about the ethics and practicality of centering a team's offensive identity around a singular, dominant player, and what that means for long-term sustainability. Social media buzz is at a fever pitch, with every highlight reel and practice clip dissected for signs of chemistry, fatigue, or potential vulnerabilities. The narrative surrounding Henry is becoming almost mythic, casting him not merely as a player, but as a force capable of reshaping entire matchups and altering the balance of power across the conference. Analysts project that rival teams may adopt more conservative approaches, reshaping playbooks with one eye always on Henry's every step. Even casual observers are now part of the conversation, speculating about how defensive coordinators might devise the impossible task of slowing a running back whose combination of size, speed, and momentum seems almost supernatural. Rumors circulate about modified training drills, emergency contingency plays, and secretive strategies being tested behind closed doors, all aimed at containing the raw force that Henry represents. The psychological toll on defenders, pundits suggest, is as significant as the physical challenge. The very thought of colliding with a player of his magnitude could alter the decision-making of even the most seasoned veterans. Analysts debate endlessly about the balance between maintaining discipline and succumbing to instinct when faced with a threat that can physically dominate nearly any encounter. The intrigue is further amplified by speculation about how Henry's presence might change the culture of the Eagles themselves, with locker room dynamics, leadership roles, and team morale all under the microscope. Fans envision an offense capable of grinding down opponents, reshaping games with sheer willpower and the relentless march of a man who seems almost untouchable. Every rumor, every insider tip, and every speculative opinion contributes to a growing narrative that electrifies the NFL landscape. In cafes, gyms, and living rooms across the country, sports enthusiasts are caught in the current of this growing buzz, debating endlessly the broader implications of Henry's choice. Analysts wonder if his move could spark a domino effect, influencing other high-profile athletes to consider strategic shifts, leading to a reimagining of team compositions and competitive balance. The rumors are relentless, suggesting that every opponent now approaches games with a heightened awareness of Henry's presence, anticipating a force that could redefine standards of strength and endurance. Observers speculate that coaching philosophies might evolve overnight, inspired by the necessity of countering a player whose capabilities inspire awe and trepidation in equal measure. Social media amplifies every nuance, with clips, memes, and commentary fueling an ongoing, almost theatrical debate about the magnitude of Henry's potential impact. The overarching sentiment, whispered and repeated across countless channels, suggests a league bracing for a paradigm shift, where one man's arrival ignites endless speculation, altered strategies, and the thrilling anticipation of what might unfold once he steps onto the field in full force. Rumors continue to swirl about Derrick Henry's potential influence on the Eagles' offensive identity, with insiders suggesting that playbooks are being rewritten and strategies are evolving almost daily to accommodate the sheer physical dominance he brings to the field. Analysts speculate that coaches may experiment with heavier formations, incorporating additional blockers to maximize his punishing style, while debates rage over whether this approach could make the team more predictable or even more unstoppable. Conversations behind closed doors reportedly involve endless discussions about red zone tactics, clock management, and how to preserve Henry's stamina over an entire season without compromising explosive output. Fans and commentators alike are theorizing about the psychological effect on opposing teams, imagining linebackers and defensive ends bracing for collisions that could define games before halftime. Social media is ablaze with speculation, highlight reels, and predictions, each clip dissected to project potential performance in various scenarios, from playoff pressure to divisional rivalries. The narrative is growing more intricate by the hour, with every new whisper, every imagined defensive alignment, and every pundit prediction amplifying the sense of anticipation and fear that now surrounds Henry's presence in Philadelphia. The NFL universe is collectively holding its breath as rumors paint a picture of a player capable of reshaping the landscape of the conference with a single, thunderous step. Speculation about Henry's impact is not confined to the physical aspects of the game. Psychological implications dominate locker room conversations and pundit analysis alike. Insiders hint that quarterbacks, coordinators, and defensive squads across the NFC are revising entire game day preparations, imagining how to counteract the overwhelming force of a back whose combination of size, speed, and momentum seems almost supernatural. Analysts debate endlessly over whether this psychological intimidation could lead to mistakes, hesitations, or misreads that Henry could exploit, turning mere yardage into a strategic advantage that extends beyond brute force. Meanwhile, Eagles fans are abuzz, envisioning an offense where their star running back command attention in every down, forcing opponents to divert resources and rethink defensive priorities. Social media amplifies every rumor, fueling discussions on forums, comment sections, and podcasts, creating a feedback loop of speculation that only grows more intense with each passing day. The overarching theme suggests a league in flux, where one player's arrival has the potential to influence not just immediate matchups, but long-term strategies, drafting decisions, and the collective psyche of every team within a conference. Every whispered scenario, hypothetical highlight, and pundit projection adds layers to the narrative of an unstoppable force now roaming the NFC. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Insiders claim that locker room dynamics could shift dramatically with Henry's presence. And while these reports are unverified, the rumor mill is relentless. Analysts speculate that leadership structures, team morale, and even practice routines might adapt to accommodate a player whose sheer physicality demands attention and respect. Some suggest that veteran players might find themselves inspired, stepping up their own performance to match the intensity of a teammate who embodies dominance in every carry. Others speculate on the potential challenges, imagining clashes of ego or strategy as the team integrates a new cornerstone of its offense. Fans are particularly captivated by these rumors, engaging in heated debates about whether Henry's influence could catalyze a dynasty or introduce unforeseen vulnerabilities. Every minor observation, from preseason practice snippets to sideline interactions, is magnified, dissected, and theorized about in exhaustive detail. The rumor mill portrays a player whose impact transcends statistics, who shapes both tangible and intangible aspects of the team environment, creating a complex narrative where each speculation feels as vital as any confirmed fact. The suspense builds steadily, with each rumor feeding a growing sense of inevitability surrounding Henry's anticipated dominance. The league-wide repercussions of Henry's move are a source of endless conjecture, with rumors suggesting that rival teams are redesigning defensive schemes, reevaluating draft priorities, and even altering off-season training programs in anticipation of confronting him. Analysts speculate about unconventional tactics, secret drills, and mental conditioning designed to endure the relentless force he represents, portraying a scenario where every opponent approaches games with heightened awareness and strategic paranoia. Social media discussion is particularly intense, with every fan theory and analyst prediction contributing to a collective imagination of a future defined by brute strength and tactical recalibration. Rumors abound about altered play calling, intensified linebacker preparation, and innovative defensive formations, all aimed at mitigating the threat of a single running back capable of redefining matchups. Conversations often include dramatic what-if scenarios, envisioning pivotal game moments where Henry's momentum, sheer size, and speed could tilt outcomes and inspire awe or fear. The NFL is depicted as entering a new era of anticipation and strategy, where a single player's presence catalyzes profound shifts across the conference, ensuring that speculation alone becomes an unavoidable part of the narrative surrounding his arrival. Even casual observers are caught up in the fervor, and rumors suggest that fans from all teams are imagining scenarios that stretch the boundaries of plausibility, yet feel emotionally and psychologically real. Analysts discuss how Henry's arrival could affect not just matchups, but draft strategies, coaching philosophies, and even media narratives, while social media amplifies every theory with dramatic intensity. Conversations often focus on endurance, collision dynamics, and the mental fortitude required to face a player whose reputation alone inspires caution and speculation. Locker rooms across the league are reportedly abuzz with whispers, as defensive players envision tackles that push them to physical and strategic limits, while coaches strategize about preserving composure and exploiting opportunities around his presence. The rumor mill portrays a league in near-constant recalibration, with one man's arrival prompting ripple effects that extend far beyond the field and into the culture of the game itself. Every rumor, every speculative analysis, and every fan reaction contributes to a collective anticipation that feels almost tangible, capturing the imagination of anyone invested in the NFC and the evolving drama of professional football. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.